Hello, Gemini. I got startled by the voice that said recording was in progress, but anywho, welcome to your June soul session. I'm Princess India. If you're new, and if you're family, that's embarrassing. Welcome back, my friends. That really startled me. So anywho, if you're not familiar with what my soul sessions are, they are your spirituality as well as personal development readings in which we look at the energies that you guys may encounter for a given month for the soul purpose of giving you clarity, insight, and guidance, and all that good stuff and whatnot, or whatever. And happy solar return, my Gemini friend. Yes, Taurus season was grand, but we shall step to the side and let you guys rule the day because, I'm a Gemini rising, so I'm just going to piggyback off of you guys' energy and whatnot or whatever. So the first card we have for you guys, and I'm using the After Tarot, so if you see me flipping over cards, do not be alarmed, my friend. The first card you guys have coming out of May and into June is the Wheel of Fortuna. Interesting. Then we have the Ace of Wands. And then we have the High Priestess that Princess wants to clarify. So what it is looking like, my Gemini friends, coming out of May and into June, and this Wheel of Fortune coupled with this Ace of Wands, it really lets me know that you guys are embarking on a new beginning. So at the end part of May, it would seem more or less as if, I don't want to say that. I'm just gonna say what I heard. I'm not gonna go with it, but I heard it, so I'm gonna say it. You guys had a rude awakening. That doesn't necessarily mean bad, It's just I feel you guys came to some sort of epiphany or had some sort of big shock that kind of moved things along. And this is reminding me of a lot what I did say for you guys last month. This is very similar. Are these the same cards that y'all had last month? Because it was something along the lines of you guys making a decision, and when you made the decision, that's what caused things to turn into your favor. So this is kind of like the after effect of that, where things did turn in you guys' favor, and it's ignited a completely new beginning. For me, the first vibe I get with this, it feels like career or like some sort of like creative passion or something along those lines. But whatever the case, you guys are in a very enviable position because it's more or less you guys being ahead of the pack, if you will. Now, clarifying this High Priestess, is the handshake card. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay. Well, all right then. And with the High Priestess, this is interesting. With the High Priestess, of course, that speaks to intuition, but on the other side of it, it speaks to like a certain level of secrecy. But just the simple fact that this is being clarified and saying a stranger could be important. The thing I would say with this is the vibe I'm getting is like, and I want to be careful with how I say this because I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea, but it's kind of like, hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say, I don't know, Gemini inherited a whole bunch of money, right? So you just got Google's money, you won the lottery or something, right? And now everything it is that you wanted to do, it's now available to you. This is like meeting a person, and this is where it gets sticky. This is like coming across a person or meeting a person who is like an accountant, right? Like a certified accountant. And, you and this person chatting it up, them taking a liking to you, right? Now, I say I tread lightly with this because, not saying all accountants are like that. No offense, accountants out there. But, sometimes when someone manages like your money, like, famous people and stuff, and they end up like broke, which is the reason why you need to be looking at your money too and not just leaving that into someone's hands. So that's my disclaimer with this hypothetical. But it's more or less like meeting someone like that you don't know, but it's more or less, I feel, even though this person would be good for you, i.e. if you got a ton of money, you don't know how to manage millions, if you got millions, Gemini, let me borrow $1 or something, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but you don't know how to manage millions, and you end up coming across someone or meeting a person through a friend or something along those lines that specialize in the field that you need help in. But I feel with this high priestess too, it's like a level of reluctance, just because the person is new, like because it's someone that you don't know. So not necessarily saying that all of you guys are going to come into goo gobs of money or something like that. I mean, you could, but I'm more or less saying it. Well, hello. That's exactly what I'm saying. The other two cards that fell out is the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So this very well could be a money thing, my friend. I'm just saying, okay? But anyway, but it just feels like a reluctance to trust a person because they're unfamiliar to you. So of course, in engaging with someone, you do want to use your intuition. But the thing I feel imperative to note is to not just kind of write someone off that could be beneficial to whatever this is for you guys specifically, just because you don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Like if it is like an accountant or some type of professional, because I mean, for some people, this could literally be therapy. You know, this could be turning over a new leaf in your life and kind of getting above the fray, or maybe things kind of iron themselves out. With this Five of Pentacles, I can see that a lot. And it's like getting above the fray puts you in a position to where everything may not be fixed, everything may not be perfect, but you know, you're clear-headed enough to say, okay, well, let me bring someone into this process with me type of deal. But a lot what I was picking up on in this high priestess is what I'm seeing in this Four of Pentacles. It's like old habits die hard. And I feel that would be the biggest message here, Jim, is things are clearly changing for you guys. And in some sense or another, you do have a clean slate. However, and again, like a lot like what I said for you guys last month, the whole picking yourself up from the bootstraps, making a decision, you know, not waiting for someone to rescue you. However, I feel having to do things that way for so long has kind of put you into a position now where it's like you're holding yourself back in a sense. It's kind of like, how can I say it? It's kind of like, because I literally, if I showed you, okay, why do I do this? My autofocus sucks, y'all. This is why I don't even bother doing this. Oh, come on. And I need y'all to see the details so you can see his face to make my point. Oh God, I hate my camera. Okay, wait. Dang it, you still really can't see his face. Dang nabbit, son of a gun. Okay, you can kind of see it right there. It's just like the way his face looks is like this is sus. You're sus. This situation is sus. And it's not necessarily saying, which is why I feel your intuition is important. It's needing to determine the difference between suspicion and your intuition. And that rhymed. It's kind of funny, but it's knowing the difference between suspicion and intuition. And I feel for you guys, especially this month, right? Because I'll say like in the beginning part of the month, it's like specifically this month, I feel that there's the possibility that you guys could mistake your suspicion or distrust of an unfamiliar person or situation for intuition. And it's needing to trust the process. Because the reason why I'm treading so lightly is because I'm not saying, I don't want anyone to feel like I'm saying like to just throw yourself out there and just trust a person. I don't think anyone should ever do that. It's like I said, if it's a licensed professional or something, of course you want to check the person's credentials. You want to make sure the person's reputable, you know, look at their Google reviews, like whatever the case may be. But it's just being clear and cognizant and aware that you're not allowing suspicion to hold you back. Because I feel a lot of that comes from past experiences. It's having to, you know, kind of bear the burden alone, having to deal with a lot of stuff alone. In even the situation that you guys are coming out of, it's having come out of that alone and kind of getting accustomed to not having, you know, like being accustomed to not having people to rely on or, you know, people to make things easier for you. I hope and pray this is making sense, but it's being accustomed to that. So now with you being in this new energy, right? the old habits do die hard, but this is something that you want to work on so it doesn't mess you up and kind of, you know, ask you out from new opportunities or people who can help you in your process, whatever this is you guys are working on. Because if you did, it would kind of make your situation a little bit more difficult. Whereas, you know, instead of trying to figure out how to manage millions by yourself, you can have someone who knows how to do that, that's willing to help. And it's more or less someone that spirit is sending to you. Because with this high priestess being clarified with that handshake card, that's really what it says to me, is that this is like divine intervention, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Or synchronicity, however you want to look at it. Child, look at that. Then we have, oh, and that's Pisces energy, by the way. And then I forgot to say that with the Wheel of Fortune, that is Taurus energy, Leo energy, Aquarius energy, and Scorpio energy. And with Temperance, of course, it's the Sagittarius energy. For some reason, I feel the need to say this may very well relate to the 26th of May, which was the super full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. That's a mouthful, right? Try to say that 3 times fast. I'm not going to embarrass myself. Anywho, but I feel that there's some precedence there. And this very well may be speaking to, and we can throw this in here too. This very well may be speaking to, if you're a person who does like, you know, releasing on full moons, this could be speaking to something that you wrote down on your list or something that you desire to release on the full moon. And I totally gave a little mini soapbox lecture to my network members, because we do full moon ceremonies every month. And when we did Luna Fed for that moon, I was telling everyone that the reason, like, well, this isn't the reason why we have full moons every month. That's just the lunar cycle. But you look at us having a full moon every month and the fact that, you know, when you release something, it's never like a one hitter quitter kind of thing. Like, you know, just like how forgiveness is, just like how losing weight is, it's like you don't just work out or go running one time and suddenly you lose weight, right? I know this as a fact. Moving right along. But also when it comes to forgiving someone, it's not just like, okay, I forgive you and that's it. It doesn't work like that. It's a consistent work and a consistent process. So when you look at what it is that you're releasing on full moons, you can literally be releasing the same thing for 3 months, for 6 months, for the entire freaking year. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a process of release. And I feel for you guys that very well, this could have been something that you released on that full moon. But I have to stress, even though you guys are in a really good place, because I can say this is a super dope reading. It is a good reading. There's nothing negative about it. I feel it's more or less reinforcement of what it is that you guys experienced last month, or like, you know, the end of the story, if you will. Well, not the end, but, you know, the latter part of the story. But even though you guys are in a new energy and things have shifted and changed, it's important to note that even though our circumstances change or our environments may change, that wherever you go, there you are, right? So you're still the same person with the same perspective, the same mindsets, you know what I'm saying? So it's important to note that this mentality that I see in this 5 of Pentacles and in this 4 of Pentacles, which is one of, you know, pulling yourself out of the mud, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and like, you know, by myself, no pillowcase, in jail, ain't nobody write me type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? That when there's people who are sent into your life to help you, right? Because this could be a person who in the past you've never had that. You're coming into a season now, right? Where there are people here who are intended to help you. However, it's this mentality that's blocking it. And going back to this Temperance card, it's more or less another depiction of how it is that you're bringing your past into your present and thus recreating it in the future, right? If the mindset, if the mentality doesn't change, one has no choice but to recreate the past, right? I always look at Sagittarius energy as going backwards in order to go forwards. So that going backwards for you guys, Gemini, this month would be recognizing this overly kind of independent mentality, or this false belief that, you know, no one in the world will help you. And, you know, if you're going to get it done, I have to be the one to do it by myself. No one's going to help me type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And start to allow yourself to let people in to help. But of course, use your discernment, use your intuition, but don't, well, I can't say don't, but be cognizant when you're, you know, suspicious of someone and you're kind of calling that intuition. Is more or less like exploring that. So this is about you guys kind of coming out of your shell, because I feel any imbalances that you guys are experiencing in your life at present are all because of this mindset of this, you know, very self-focused, solo dolo, you know, I don't need help from anyone type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And this month is all about you guys switching that up and allowing new people into your life, my friend. I hope that that makes sense. I don't know if this is just the energy I'm in with y'all, but your girl for life can't breathe. So I'm gonna go holler at my little asthma pump right quick before, you know, I start you guys extended. So if you're about that life, follow me on over to my network. That's where I'm going to do you guys extended and what's not, or whatever. I hope that this helped, Gemini. I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends. Sooner than later. Whew. Any of y'all got breathing problems out there? Because, child, I just really cannot breathe. Love your face, Gemini.